Good morning, everybody. How's everybody this morning? Just great outside this morning. I don't know what the temperature is. It's cool breeze. It's almost like, is it fall? I was talking to a couple of guys over here at one of the sites, and they were saying how great it felt outside. I said, yeah, this is kind of like a tease, though. It feels nice and cool right now, and it's making us enjoy it. But then it's going to come down with the heat later on today. It's we've had possibility of rain, and I hope it does rain. We really need the rain here. Uh, Arizona needs the rain bad, and I understand Texas is getting a lot of wildfires too because of the lack of rain and the humidity. Here, there's no humidity. And I know California has got a really bad one around Yosemite. I think they said since Friday it's 14,000 acres. That's a big fire. Um, but anyway, I have good news. Guess what? I have really good news. We're moving into a trailer. Not a big one. It's got one bedroom with a big bed. Perfect for me and the dogs and cats. But it's got a couch in the front, which Noah used that for his bed, and but it's so much bigger than the bus, and it's got shelves with doors, cabinet doors. Oh, so cool. Uh, the rent is only 100 more than what we would be paying normal lot rent. So for $100 more, or is it no $150? It's going to be so much more comfortable. And I hope this kind of helps the situation with Noah and I both being so stressed out because he's sleeping on the floor, the mattress is there, I can't get up, I can't go do this, I can't go do that, neither can he, and it has to be picked up, and I think that will be awesome. I think it'd be a lot better, a lot more comfortable for the both of us. Got a bathroom with the door. That's my thing. Bathroom privacy. Shower inside. Yeah. Oh, and then it's got like a deck outside with a roof over it. Shade. It's gonna be great. The refrigerator inside does not work, but there's a big refrigerator with a big freezer on the outside, and it works. And I like the idea of the big refrigerator because I can get gallons of milk now, and I'm a milk drinker. I love, milk. What's that commercial? Milk makes the body grow or something like that. I don't want my body to grow too much, okay? Um, but yeah, and it's not where we are, but right next to it. I mean, okay, the office is like here, and we're over here, and because the land right next to it is not used for RVs or anything, he's going to let us park the bus there, and it's not going to cost us any more. Let the bus park there, and I could take the things out and use the bus because I'll have air conditioning. Use the bus for my studio. Oh, that'll be so wonderful. So totally wonderful. I'm, I'm excited. I'm excited. Noah's already moving stuff over. Okay, he's excited. But anyway, what else? Yeah, that's the good news. So in other words, for 350 plus electric, it's well worth it. Well worth it. Of course, Noah is paying for half, like I'm paying for half. That eases up a little bit because I have more bills than he does. He doesn't have any bills really. except for the phone. The phone is one of his bills. But I have phone, I have insurance on the bus, and on my other little tiny bills, not big, but they add up. So we still can drive the bus when we have to. We're still going to be looking for a small car, something that we could travel with and it's economical. I mean, I don't care if it costs 500 as long as it runs. You know, I'm not. I don't care what. I am not a person that looks that. I've never cared what things look like as long as they're functional. Um, some people like to have cars on luxurious, nice, beautiful home. I don't care. I look for comfort, and I feel very blessed when I have that. Sure, but of course, you know, we all want nice things, but you know, nice things starts in here. It's not what you got out there. It's what you got in here. Because no matter how beautiful you are, if you're not beautiful inside, you're not beautiful. You're not. Because that beauty outside, look at this. Oh, I was beautiful once. it it fades away. But as long as you get that beauty in here, that doesn't fade away. It's the same thing with material things. You can have a beautiful home with all the luxurious things that you want. A swimming pool, a tennis court, all that. But are you happy in here? Is all that beauty, does it matter? Because if you're not happy in here, that beauty is not even beautiful. After a while, it's just, well, here we are again. Looks the same, doesn't look any different. No, it's material things are not important to me. Necessity, yes, there's things that we need to have. But like you know, we have lived without a shower. We've got a compost toilet. There was a time we didn't even have a sink to wash dishes in, but we have now on the bus. I mean, there was a lot of things we didn't have, but we got little by little. Were they new? No, but they worked. It was functional. And that's the thing. So I thank God for all my blessings. He has blessed me so much. He has blessed us with this wonderful landlord. And little Jeff, I just love that kid. I mean, he's not a kid. He's 32 years old, but he's a kid to me, okay? I just love him. He's such a sweet, nice young man. And I don't know. I'm happy inside. I wish you all could be happy inside. If you're not, pray. You know, the Lord can change any situation. Look at us. Look at me. He has changed so many situations. He brought one son of mine together with me after 28 years, 6 years ago, and it has grown and grown and grown. Look what he's done for my son Dakota. Look at the changes in my son Dakota. It's awesome what the Lord can do if we allow him to. If we allow him to. You know, a lot of us don't even care. But if you give it to him and say, Lord, you know, change my life, you know, he will do that. Give yourself to him and he will bless you like you never imagined to be blessed. And the thing about that, blessings, sometimes, and I've mentioned this before in other videos, sometimes we are so blessed and don't even realize we're being blessed. Okay, you're driving down the road and this car darts out in front of you and you barely miss him. What do you think that is? Oh, wow, I was lucky, man. I almost did. No, that was a blessing. He saved your life. He saved their life. He saved their body. hurt tremendously. You could have been hurt tremendously. That's a blessing, but we don't look at it as a blessing. We call it luck. Ooh, that was lucky. Woo. Yeah. Uh, okay, I was in that wildfire in Yarnell. Whoa, boy, it's hard to believe it's been so many years, in 2013. But was we lucky? Yeah, the fire, for one thing, the fire didn't come on our side of the highway, where I lived. It was on the other side. So I was blessed that it didn't come to my side. Another time, also, the houses, when I got back, they let us go back after evacuating us from Yarnell. I went through Glen Island, which is just a little subdivision there. And I looked at some of these houses, and like this house was burnt, but the house right next to it wasn't touched. And then the next house was burnt, but the next house wasn't. So what do you call that? Luck? Oh, I was lucky the fire didn't burn my house. No, God blessed you. So we have to examine ourselves, our situation, and realize that so many blessings we get, we don't even acknowledge that. But when you finally realize that they were blessings, you have a joy about you. I don't know why. You could say, oh, it's lucky. But there's a feeling when you say, oh, I'm so lucky that this didn't happen or that didn't happen. But when you say, oh, God, I am so blessed, there's a joy. There's a joy. And I just want to share this with you. My video is mainly about, it started off one way, but now it's another. Things change. But I want to encourage you to look at yourself, to look at your situation, and to realize that there's a wonderful God up there. Wonderful God. And He's always taking care of us, whether we realize it or not. He's always taking care of us. Look, when the van burned, when Noah's van burned up, you could have said, oh God, why did you do this? Well, why? Look at us now. You see, He had a plan. He has a plan. And I don't even know how far this plan goes, but for whatever goes, I go. I don't get out that much because I learn how to feel for the really good, here and there. But I can reach out to people here with you. You can reach out to people through my videos. Share them, because somebody out there needs to hear this. Somebody out there needs to hear this. Somebody there, right here in front of me that I'm looking at. If that's you, not me, I can see myself. But we need it. We need to hear that. I was saying about the van burning. Somebody said, boy, you were so lucky to get out of it. No, I was so blessed to be able to leave that van with the animals. Noah was safe. I was safe. Sure, all the material things burnt up in the van. And yes, that was very sad for Noah. He had a lot of paper, all his IP, everything burned. His wonderful, wonderful camera that he had, gone. But he's alive, and I'm alive, and Cookie and Candy's alive. What a blessing that was. I sat out there and watched that van burn, and yes, it was a sad thing to look at. But I had a peace. I had a peace because I knew that the things that burnt up in there were replaceable. My life, Mel's life, Candy and Cookie's life, because they were the two that was in there with me. That is what was important. So I was blessed to be able to get out of there before it completely burst in fire. Because Noah from the outside of it, when it started to flame up, and I was still in the inside with the dogs trying to hook them up because I had taken the leash off. But everything, I mean, the dogs were nervous, they were upset, but I was able to get them leashed and I was able to get them out, and Noah was safe too. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing because he has a purpose. He has a purpose. Every blessing we get, believe it or not, or some people may not, but I think personally that there's a purpose for every blessing we get. And I think one of the biggest purposes is to share with others and let others know that our God is an awesome God. That He will never, ever leave us. Ever. We might walk away, but He just stands there and waits. And anytime you're ready, go back, because He's waiting. And He's waiting to give you so much more love than you ever imagined. So much more blessings than you ever imagined. And all it takes is to give yourself to Him, to say, Lord, I am so sorry for all the sins I have done. I truly, in my heart, ask you for forgiveness. And through the blood of Jesus, we are redeemed. Peace. I love you. I'm not a church. I love you. Take care and God bless you. Have a wonderful day.